SMT Nation, we back. Nation, it kind of sucks to be T-Mobile right now. Their competitors have just gotten a huge boost in their networking potential. We've already got all types of rumblings that Verizon is going to be, taking the T-Mobile speed crown for 5G speeds, and AT&T is knocking on their door too, and all this. And T-Mobile doesn't really have any new bullets to deploy for now, and it kind of sucks. If you're a fan of competition, if you like to see the carriers going neck to neck in this race and really pushing each other, it kind of sucks to see the stifling. I want to discuss that here in today's video. Placeholder article from Dano, light reading. I'll link it for you guys. It'll be in the description. Also there in the description is the Real SMT Buy Me Coffee link. Show your support for your creators. Buy us a coffee. There's other ways to support us too. You can find them down there in the description. And you guys know the Green Fox? You can help you save green dollars. All right, so they've got these great prices going right now. The deflation promo pricing still seems to be active using our partner link, mintmobile.com/Sneed. Gets you these great deals. Switching is super easy. They'll send you out a SIM card really quick, or you can activate on eSIM. Life is good. That's the great way to go. So check them out. Partner link is in the description. Okay, so this article from Dano pretty much summarizes it, right? Verizon made the news drop that they basically got all of their C-band cleared from satellite operators, and they hold between 140 and 200 megahertz of N77, the C-band, in the 3700 frequency across the country. Some places it's 140, 160, 180, 200. In the places where it's 200, it's incredible, right? The sheer bandwidth there and what they can create for throughput potential is great. So huge network upgrade for Verizon. AT&T big too, right? They just cleared all their C-band, gave Verizon back their A block, and they've got DoD going up, so they've got quite a bit of spectrum, 120 megahertz in most instances, right? And then there's T-Mobile waiting on the sidelines, right? Waiting for the FCC to assign their 2.5 gigahertz, frequency auction licenses from, Spectrum Auction 108. Unfortunately, the FCC can't assign them because they don't have spectrum authority right now. It's taken away by Congress. So we're waiting for some kind of a development, a reinstatement. The FCC chairwoman, put in an official, notice and document for that request. And honestly, guys, that would be the best thing for the industry, is T-Mobile getting access to those assets. They didn't do anything wrong. It's not that something they did, but, it's the politics of the country when it comes to stuff like this. So, now you got Verizon, 140 to 200 megahertz of C-band. You've got AT&T, 120 megahertz of C-band and DoD. T-Mobile's got, on average, 160 megahertz of the N41, the EBS BRS. But it's fragmented. They're dealing with, leasing, with holdings companies, churches, and schools. They're dealing with white space licenses being in limbo because the FCC Spectrum Authority is not there. It's just weakness. It just sucks. We want to see Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile going at it. Now that the bigger two networks with Verizon and AT&T getting that spectrum boost, what is T-Mobile supposed to do? Should they be deploying C-band radios? Should they be deploying DoD radios? Whatever that 2-in-1 would work for both those frequencies, or should they just wait and hang on, and it kind of sucks, but that's what it is right now. I think with respect to T-Mobile, it kind of goes to show you, the flaw in their 5G network build. While Verizon C-band is completely national and AT&T C-band and DoD is completely national, T-Mobile has fragmentation and disruption, and even to take it one step further, the non or discontiguous nature of their spectrum holdings, where they've got mismatching blocks that aren't in consecutive blocks, adjacent blocks that are next to each other. You don't have those problems at the other carriers. So it's especially concerning from a spectral efficiency standpoint, B, a spectrum availability standpoint. You guys know about the main situation, right? Where regional operators and wireless ISPs hold 100 megahertz of EBS BRS. So T-Mobile's capacity demands are not slowing down; they're increasing. If I was looking at making a decision at T-Mobile, I'm deploying wherever I got C-band. I'm deploying where I got the DoD. If that's the case, I've got to address my network needs. They've got a growing mobile consumer base. They've got a growing fixed wireless access 5G home internet base. And, if Verizon goes into these places with upgraded towers, they're taking these customers. They're going to take them for home internet. And if they take them for home internet, they might get them for wireless too. That could definitely happen. There's definitely some urgency here. I think T-Mobile should act. Do whatever it takes to create a capacitive network experience so they can get customers. Remember, in these types of parts of the country, these customers, once they choose a carrier and it works for them and the pricing is fair and it doesn't explode, they're going to stay there. They're not likely going to change. That's kind of the human nature. If it's good enough and it doesn't change and the customer is getting what they're paying for, they'll be loyal to that. They're not loyal to the company. They're loyal to the product, the service, and the experience. What do you guys think T-Mobile should do? What are their options? How do you think they should play this? Love to hear what you guys have to say on this. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.